Alright, so welcome to the channel. Today I'm gonna make a bit of a different video than usual, what I've been making lately, because I want to take a minute to talk about the new Nintendo Music app that's coming out for Android and whatever the other thing was called, fucking iOS, there we go. um, because I tried it out, and it's just not it. And I just kind of want to take a minute and talk about what I think of it and why I think that it's just a huge insult to the community and what we as a community have been asking for in the recent years, and not just the recent years actually, because this was asked for a long time by Nintendo fans. And the problem here is, I think, primarily to do with the song selection. And I'll probably edit in like a little list here, because I drew up a little list in a document of just a couple of series and which games are included, which games aren't included, just like their flagship series like Mario, Zelda, and a couple others. And as you'll see on the screen, there's almost nothing included. Like if I draw it up real quick, you can see like Super Mario, there's no Mario 3, there's no Mario 64, Sunshine, New Super Mario Bros. Completely missing, there's no side series at all, no WarioWare, no Mario Land, Paper Mario, Mario Party, all just completely neglected, and the only thing that Mario Kart has is 8. And other series are not treated any better. The only Zelda games included are Ocarina and Breath of the Wild, which is just absolutely pitiful. Don't even get me started on Kirby and Fire Emblem, which I've also included here. Beyond that, a lot of other series have also just been given no chance. Like a lot of classic series like Kid Icarus aren't even included at all, and other ones have like one singular album, which is, I guess, it's something, but for an app that promises to finally make Nintendo's big music catalog accessible, this is just beyond everything that I'd have expected. It's so little that we're actually given here, I think. But beyond the song selection, I think there's also some other issues with the app. For example, the performance of it definitely could be much improved. When you browse the app while you're listening to a song, there's a lot of slowdown and it starts to buffer, but that might honestly just be my phone though, so I'm sorry if that's just my old ass phone speaking. Other than that, composers just are not credited at all. Like if you, for example, go on the soundtrack for the original Super Mario or something, or Ocarina, you will not see Koji Kondo as the composer mentioned at all, neither anyone else that was involved in the making of these games. There's no credit to anyone ever, anywhere. It's just the Nintendo copyright, right? Which is just not enough, in my opinion. It's just a decent thing to do, to like credit the people who made the actual song. Other than that, I think there is some good things about the app though. So I guess this isn't entirely a rant, because for what little catalog there actually is to listen to here, I think the execution is done relatively well, and there's a good amount of effort put into the general optics of the app and how everything looks. For example, for a lot of the games, there will be like playlists, like you can look at like the boss themes or something. And a lot of games also offer like some of the tracks as extended versions. Not all of them usually, but some of them you can listen to as extended versions, so you can extend them to like 15 or 30 minutes or whatever, how long you want to, which is great, because that's, I think, a lot of people actually consume video game music as just extended background songs when they're like working or like editing videos. I know I do that a ton when I edit videos or just whatever I'm doing, or like draw or whatever. I listen to video game music because it's chill and it's nice. So it's nice that they gave us the feature to extend it. I just don't think it's enough to make up for the terrible song selection we're getting. Like, I'm sorry, I keep harping on it, but it's so awful. There's basically nothing here for Nintendo fans to listen to. I think overall that just kind of ruins it. Overall, like, there's just so little of everything. None of the classics are included. Almost none of them, sorry, not all of them. There's some of them are, but almost none of the classics are included, and there's so much that's just left out. And I think a lot of people that are going to be the main demographic for this app, because you do need to pay money to use this. You have to have a Nintendo Online subscription, which is fine. I mean, of course, they're gonna make it a subscription service. That's whatever. That's just standard practice. But it's like, of course, with that you target a certain customer base, which is, of course, you know, Nintendo fans and people who are already fans and users of these services, of these products. And for that customer base, there's nothing really here. I don't know, I just kind of wanted to get that out there, honestly. There's no end point or something to this video. So I guess that's just all I wanted to say. So I don't know. Maybe I'll see you guys whenever I make another review. Which will probably be soon. I've been playing some new games I wanted to talk about. Like I've recently started to get into Metroid, and I've started to play some old school shoot 'em ups, on like arcade and the NES, and I might talk about it. I think that could be quite fun. But until then, I will see you guys. Bye bye.